positive thinking is when we only think the things that we want. Wow. Welcome to the Parking University, my friend. All right, so let's discuss what is this positive thinking. We hear a lot of this one, my friend, that positive thinking, negative thinking. Is this really worth to study? Is this really effective? Is this really work with someone else? But there's a lot of study. There's a lot of study of successful people that why positive thinking can really change our reality, can shape our reality. All right, so when we think only the things that we want, whatever it is, okay, so every person is different. So you might think it could be financial, monetary, it could be health, it could be relations, so whatever it is. So for example, let's say about financial. So one person could be he wants to have an $1,000 per month extra. Could be the other person is 5,000 per month. It could be the other person is 10,000 per month, and the other person is 100,000 per month. So there is no right or wrong. So every person has a different goals, different dreams, different wants. So it could be the person that only asking for 1,000 per month. It doesn't mean that he has a lower standard, or it could be a lesser person than a person who wants to have 100,000 or 100 million a month. So it's just like that's just what he wants. So he just contented with that one. So if we think the things that we want, for example, it could be a dreams, it could be a goals, it could be any ambition, it could be tangible or intangible things. If you want to be a happy person, or you want to be someone else. So those are the things that we want. Those are positive thinking, my friend. Wow. All right. So as a human being, apparently we are wired to think the things that we don't want for some reason. Okay, so there was a study that most of our thinking, like 85% or more, are the things that we really don't want or we are scared. Okay, so let's say we always talk to ourselves like, I am not enough, I cannot afford this, I feel not healthy, I feel sick. So those are the things that really we don't want. Okay, some of the things that we keep talking or we keep thinking are really not happening yet. Okay, it could some of them already happened in the past. Okay, so some things happen in the past that we can no longer change, but apparently we still keep thinking those. Okay, so and those things that we are scared to happen in the future, that we might lose our job, we might not be able to pay these bills, I might get sick, you might get sick, I might get cancer or anything. So we are thinking the things that we don't want, and for some reason, even though we don't like those, we keep entertaining those. That's just the behavior of the human being. Okay, because you are a human being, but when you are conscious, when you are aware, what are the thoughts that you would like to entertain, then that's now we can shape already, or we can already filter if we wanna entertain the positive and negative thoughts. So basically, every one of us, there is no exception, there's a negative thoughts and there positive thoughts. So the difference with the successful people, or who really succeed, are they know or they identify if this is negative, they reject that. If this is positive, they just keep entertaining those things that positive thinking. When you say positive thinking, the things that you want, or the things that aligning to the things that you want, to your goals or whatever it is. Okay, so this what do you call this, our brain is we cannot the thoughts that coming to our brain, we cannot something like we have no choice. Okay, so these are the thoughts that's coming to our brain. We have no choice. It will come. It could be positive or it could be negative, but what our choice is, we can filter those thoughts. Okay, so our brain only can think one at a time, so we cannot think two events or we cannot feel happy and sad at the same time. We cannot think negative and positive at the same time. So it's just like one at a time only. It's a directional. The brain can only think one at a time. So when we are aware that the brain works like that, so Joe Dispenza, my friend, study this. He studies. He have a lot of scan of the brain, why, how it functions, why people succeed and why people failed. So there is a lot of common denominator that the brain can be rewired. When you say rewired, okay, it could be you think a lot of negativity, you think a lot of failures, you think you don't talk good to yourself. So but it can reward. Reward is if you change the way you think. Okay, when you change the way you think, you change the way you feel. Okay, our thinking leads to our feelings, and when we feel something good, it could lead to a good action. Okay, so we vibrate on that frequency, and that will be this when you vibrate joy frequency instead of depressed or stress anxiety frequency, you are attracting positive things as well. Wow, so that's just the law of nature, law of the universe, my friend, that what we thinking, what we feel, what we not only thinking, my friend. There's a saying by Jim Rohn that a man who just keep thinking or imagining without action is a delusional. But thinking is the start, my friend. When we think good, we feel good. When we feel good, we lead to the good action. So positive thinking is think only, entertain only, because we cannot, as the mind cannot choose. We have positive and negative that comes to our mind, but we have the choose to filter those. So conscious mind is the gateway to the subconscious mind. So the conscious mind is the one who can filter it. Okay, I'm not going to entertain these negative thoughts. I only accept those positive thoughts. Like I can do all things. I am strong. I can afford this. I can attract positive people. I can really do things that I really want if I put my mind onto it, instead of telling negativity to ourselves. Because when we tell negativity, my friend, and we affirm that, we confirm that, our subconscious mind is just like will accept it, and the mind will just, the job of the mind is just like it will try to whatever you are like, you are like a boss, right? So our mind is just like millions of factory workers there's. All right, so there is a negative whatever you say. For example, I am not good enough, I am useless. So, okay, so you are the boss and you have millions of workers in your mind. They will just say, all right, the boss tell us that he is not worthy, he is not good enough, we will work whatever the boss say. Okay, but when you say, as the boss, you say that I can do all things I want to, I could attract people that I would like to attract. I could really achieve the things that I want if I really focus my attention into it. So our million workers in our mind will just say, all right, the boss tell us that we are good, we can do all things. It just work and work, it just align. So whatever we think, whatever we say, whatever we talk, whatever we feel, is just like that's how we attract as well. So if we just entertain the positive thoughts, positive thinking, my friend, that's how important positive thinking, because positive thinking, it could lead to positive result. Okay, so negative thinking, my friend, there is no negative thinking that could lead to negative result. So just by that, if you entertain those negative thinking, it could never lead to positive result. Okay, so shift to positive thinking, and there will be changes, my friend, because when we only think the things that we want, and the things that aligning to our goals, and disconnect the things that we don't want, my friend, we just something like filter only. Our energy, what we focus will expand if we just focus on something that we really want. So there's a lot of energy in us that it's we cannot explain, or it could be hidden, or it could be like a dormant because we didn't use this for a long time. So every one of us is gifted with our mind, okay, with this power that if we just activate this, starting with positive thinking, we can do great things as well. So the people that are successful, the people that are really great things, some of them are not really that smart, not really that educated, not really that they work as hard as you do, but how come everything that they touch turn to gold, everything that they do will prosper? Because my friend, they have the positive thinking. Positive thinking is when you think abundance instead of scarcity, instead of lack. So it's think about happiness instead of sadness. So joy instead of choosing not to be grateful. So be grateful, my friend. Start with a grateful. When we are grateful, we could think positive things. Okay. So even though you have all the money in the world, even though you have everything in the world, but when you are not grateful, you cannot be happy, my friend. You cannot be contented. Okay, imagine you have all the money, you have happy family, everything, but you are not grateful at all. Because that means if you are not grateful, that means something like missing with you. So whatever you have right now, whatever it is, when we start to be grateful, even whatever it is, it could be only the air, the life that we have, the eyes, anything that we are grateful. That's the beginning that we are an abundant person. Okay, when we feel that we are an abundant person, the universe, the quantum field will see that our frequency, and it could align to that frequency. When you are an abundant person, you will receive more abundant. If you feel you are a lack or a scarcity person, that's the universe will just align you there. So start with positive thinking, my friend, and it could change a lot. Close your eyes, open your arms, and not your legs, and this all be yours. Peace, love, good health, abundance, all the riches in the world, all be yours. Boom, shakala.